Mitchell, I wanted to say thank you for joining us on DodgerPokeReport.com.
Yeah, of course.
Let's start with Mitchell. Of course, you grew up in the Bay Area. Your grandparents came over from Korea, I do believe, and just kind of tell us how you grew to love baseball and kind of the influence they had on you.
Yeah, I mean, early on, I don't even know if I'd say I love baseball. I played it and did it, and it wasn't until high school where I started picking it up more. And growing up, I was a Giants fan. So 2010, 2012, 2014, they won it all, and that was awesome. And then in 16, I got drafted by the Dodgers, which happened to be my grandpa's favorite team, actually. So he became a Dodgers fan when he came over in the late 60s, early 70s. And then even more so because his son, my Uncle Jay, was a big baseball fan as well, and they watched the Dodgers games together, so that meant a lot to them. And then obviously being drafted by the Dodgers was huge. Unfortunately, my grandpa passed away a few years prior to that. But obviously, I mean, he would have been elated. So it's been cool because I got to go to San Francisco and see my grandma there, and in LA, obviously, she could travel down pretty easily. So that's been really special, being able to be around that, and my uncle loves it. He's come out to a few games out in Philly, in New York where they live. It's been fun.
And you stayed close in college, Santa Clara. I know you're proud of your Santa Clara baseball days. Talk about before you became a Dodger.
Yeah, in, let's see, 2015 or so, I started getting recruited by them. Actually, our pitching coordinator here now, Gabe Rivas, is my pitching coach there. He recruited me, and it started off a little slow in Santa Clara because I got Tommy John my first fall, and then became a reliever the next year, and then transitioned to being a starter my junior year, and eventually was drafted by the Dodgers by Tom Kunis was our scout, and he's a great guy, and still keep in touch with him, and it's been great ever since being with the Dodgers.
And you mentioned, having a bunch of different roles and becoming a starter, being a reliever in the past. I would have to say that's probably helped you through your ascent through the Dodger organization, being able to do just about any role that they need you to do.
Yeah, I think the versatility is great. Being comfortable in all those roles now, getting to the point where I can come in and, the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, whatever it is, if needed, and then I can go long. I can start, I can open, I can do whatever. That's just what I try to bring to the team in terms of role.
Not only the versatility, not only the different roles that you bring, you were fast-tracked to the organization. I mean, it was not uncommon for you to play for 3 different teams in 1 year with the Dodgers. So, I mean, they really put you on the fast track. Do you feel like that helped you?
For sure, yeah. I mean, learning to pitch at the higher levels definitely makes a big difference. And I had a pretty quick jump early on, and then kind of stalled out a little bit with some injury issues, and then obviously just not pitching very well. But having that success and then the struggle followed by that, I think has helped for sure in terms of just keeping an even keel, and no matter what's going on out on the field, being able to stay steady.
You mentioned an even keel, and obviously in the position you're in, not only pitching in different roles, but not knowing where you're going to be from 1 week to the next. Is that something that's carried through with you, the confidence as far as not knowing where you're going to be, but accepting whatever they give you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, being able to just throw no matter what is something I've been trying to work on, and it's tough sometimes with all the flights and the travel, and you never know what's going on with the big league team. So to be ready whenever, that's just kind of what I have to do.
Appreciate it, Mitchell. Thank you very much.
Of course.